Guys, I'm back at SK Auto Care and today we're going to be doing installation on 2019 Dominar, and we're going to be installing the CR Panniers 2022 top rack and CR saddle stays. So in a while I'll show you what all stuff is done on that bike and how is it done. So I don't know if you guys recognize who is he.
Hi.
So you had seen this bike previously on my channel where I had shown all the mods that he's done on the bike. Let me see who can recognize it. If you can't recognize it, don't worry, I'll leave the link to the previous video in the video description, but those who want to give it a shot, you can comment in the video. So we've removed the current saddle stays and top rack which were of Hyper Rider, तो वो पूरा set निकाल दिया है हमने अभी. Okay, we have left the Luvia का pillion footrest, and we just tried out the top rack, 2022 top rack along with the Luvia stays. It is possible to fit. Only thing is we need to take the lock up so that we can lock the seat. With the current setting, with the lock set down, the seat doesn't lock. तो उसके लिए अपने को लॉक ऊपर लेना पड़ेगा, वो लास्ट में लेंगे. फ़िलहाल हम इंस्टॉलेशन कंटिन्यू करेंगे वेयर हम लोग यहाँ पे अभी CR के पैनियर्स अभी यहाँ पे तो नहीं है, उनके घर पे है बिकॉज यहाँ पे लाए नहीं है. बट ये जो CR का पूरा सेट आता है अभी लेटेस्ट पैनियर्स के साथ, सैडल स्टे ये इंस्टॉल करेंगे. उसके नट बोल्ट्स वगैरह हमने सब निकाल के रखे हैं यहाँ पे. साइड की पट्टी, नीचे की पट्टी, ये ऊपर के प्लेट्स हैं. तो ऊपर का प्लेट्स हमने ऑलरेडी इंस्टॉल कर लिया. ऊपर का प्लेट इंस्टॉल करने के लिए यू हैव टू रिमूव एवरीथिंग व्हाट इज़ देयर स्टॉक. इफ़ यू हैव अ 2022 स्टॉक ग्रैब रेल, you have to remove that first, slide the CR top plate, and along with that CR has given this nylon spacers along with long bolts which you have to insert the spacer over here. Okay, यहाँ पे insert करके ये bolt ऊपर से जाएगा. तो ये 4 बोल्ट मैं बिठा लेता हूँ and आपको फिर वीडियो कंटिन्यू करता हूँ. So the washers, plate and top rack have been installed. Everything's gone inside. Why do you have to add this washer, this nylon washer? Because if you don't add this ये जो अंदर वॉशर दिख रहा है आपको, अगर वो नहीं डालते आप वाइट कलर का, तो ये जो प्लेट है आपका, जो ये पैनल है पीछे का ग्रैब रेल के नीचे का पैनल, उसको वो दबा के फ्यूचर में तोड़ देगा. सो आई हैड इंस्टॉल द प्लेट रॉन्ग. ओके, ये जो बेस प्लेट है, टॉप प्लेट है ऑफ द सैडल स्टेज, आई हैड पुट द लेफ्ट का राइट को एंड राइट का लेफ्ट को. सो व्हेनेवर यू इंस्टॉल, मेक श्योर there is lot of space over here. That is the right position of this top plate of the CR saddle stay. So now in the meanwhile Swapnil is also installing this ASG का base plate on his new top rack. We installed the क्या बोलते हैं इसको, backrest also. इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा बताने लायक नहीं है. Next I am going to install the bottom plate over here. Okay, this is going to come like this, and उसके बाद लास्ट में द सैडल स्टेज आर गोइंग टू कम हियर, एंड उसके बाद लास्ट में 2 पट्टीज ओवर हियर. सो आफ्टर स्वैपिंग द टॉप प्लेट, आई हैव इंस्टॉल्ड द राइट साइड सैडल स्टे. नन ऑफ द बोल्ट्स आर टाइटन्ड राइट नाउ. ओके, सो दिस इज़ वेयर योर पैनियर गेट्स माउंटेड. सो वी हैव इंस्टॉल्ड दोज spools right away. There's one putty coming out from here up to here. This one comes out from here up to here, and bottom plate, it gets mounted over here like this, from inside over here right up to here. And one is mounted on stock bolt. Okay, one is mounted on stock bolt and one is mounted on the spool bolt. This is also a spool bolt and this is stock, and there's a difference of 1 2 3 4. Okay, that you have to keep on at the top and at the bottom, okay, to install the panniers on this. So I'm showing you the installation again on this right side. So I have the saddle stay with me. Okay, this is where this one will go. When I say stock bolt, it means the stock saddle stay mount bolt, and you'll have to put a washer from behind, put a washer, and then finally bolt from behind. The second one will be the spool mount, which will come here, okay, and its washer and small nut in the second slot. Okay, you can tighten everything at the end. Next, I'll install this long putty that we get. It's going to come here like this. Okay. Put your normal bolt and socket over here. Over here, putty goes at the back, washer, and in the end your nut from behind. Okay, if you can see the opposite side, how is it installed? Okay, same is over here now. Okay, focus, man. So next I'm putting the bottom nut and bolt. Okay, so these are stock, I mean these are original nut and bolts which my friend already had for his Luggage footrest. So we're going to use the same. Otherwise I think CR has already given a set, you can use that. So your top is done, your front pillion footrest side is done. Now is the bottom plate that I'll show. Next, as I said, I'm going to be installing this plate. So 1, 2, 3, 4 from front is where your first stock bolt goes for the plate along with the washer. So next I'm going to install this plate. The first bolt for the plate goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, not this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and use this set. It goes in here along with a plain washer at the back side, and then its lock nut. Next we're going to install this spool, which is going to be at second position from behind, not this one, second position from here. 1, 2, go in here. Okay. Remember your panniers will have the same mount on front as well as rear of the saddle stay. When I say front and rear, this is front, this is back. They have to be perpendicular, or one below the other. Last piece is this small bolt. Okay, this you have to install. It's a very awkward position. I'm not sure I'll be able to show it correctly, but this is where your bolt over here goes in. Final things for, you have to leave 4 spaces in between, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 from ahead, and your spool for front side goes in. So this is the set of spool: 1 long bolt, 1 spool, 1 washer, 1 nut. It will go from behind. 4 spaces in between, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next we will install this lock. So to install this lock, what you have to do is dismantle the complete lock that comes in the box. This side, okay, this big slot side comes out. Slide the lock, the aluminum block inside, but before you slide, put the sockets or spacers inside, and it is like leave 2 from top, leave 2 from bottom, slide it inside, put your bolts and just tighten it. That's it. This lock is now in place. Now I'll tighten all the bolts, all the remaining bolts. Everything needs to be tightened. So tighten that now. So our installation for the saddle stays and the top rack, everything is done. So prime motto for me for this video was to show how to install the latest saddle stays from Carbon Racing on your Dominar. So this is how they are installed, and with that I installed all these spools and all. Now the main panniers are not here. Once Swapnil gets a chance, we'll get the panniers here, or once I go to his home, That time probably I'll take a reel of the panniers, and then, or if I get a chance, I'll put photos in this video before uploading this, or I'll put a separate reel about how the panniers glide in. But anyways, if you want to see the pannier, how do they slide in, you can always check out my Apache RTR video, which I'll, the link for which I'll keep it in the video description. So this is how the panniers fit. Of course, I've not shown how how we installed it. That's pretty simple. It's got its own spool. You slide it and lock it. It's done. If you want to see that, you can check out my RTR video. I'll leave it in the video description. But otherwise, this fitting on the Dominar has been very good enough so far. Here the view of the left hand side pannier and the gaps that you can see. Okay, check out the gaps from here. Some close up if you want. Okay, and let's move to the other side. Gaps from the top. The exhaust gap you can see over here, it's quite inside. The exhaust tips are quite inside. And if you want to see the exhaust from the back side, okay, there's quite a good gap. Look at this from both the sides. And with that said, I'll end the vlog here. Let me know if you have any questions. Else, like, share, subscribe, and see you in a new video very soon.